in round 3, although the champion Muhammad finished the final 20 or 30 seconds jabbing and punching well. Round number 4, Lopez the challenger in blue, the champion Muhammad in white. Joining us at ringside here is the WBA champion Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. And we'd like to get his comments as soon as we can get a microphone to him here. All right, Eddie, nice to have you with us, and bit of a surprise, I think, in that Lopez, who wanted to jab and box Muhammad, went back to his old punching style, and he got off to a good start in this fight.
Yes, he did. But as the fight continued, he let Yaki try to take the play away from him a little bit, and Saad came back with his jabs. Yaki's successful in getting hit with a lot of jabs. He doesn't seem to move his head. If Saad would only press him and keep jabbing, the fight would be much easier than what he's making it.
Who would you expect to win this fight? Who did you think the winner would be?
Well, I picked Saad, an easy winner, but if he resorts back to his old tactics, he's in for a rough night.
What do you mean by his old tactics?
Stand on the ropes and take unnecessary punishment.
Well, Eddie, we're looking forward to seeing you next week against Jerry Martin. Some people are wondering why you took such a tough opponent.
Well, because I'm the champion, and I want to show people what champions are made of.
I'd like to hear that more often from other champions.
Well, I'm a true champion, that's why. You heard it from me.
All right, it should make a great fight for us next week, the WBA version, here on the Sports Spectacular at 3 o'clock. Stay with us here, Eddie, and we'll get your comments as we go along.
Yaki Lopez went back to his jabbing and moving style this round, Tim. This might be a good way to fight. He's fighting one round slugging, the next round moving.
That left hook from Franklin, Matthew Saad Muhammad, who likes to throw it. Former Matt Franklin. There is some blood right on the top of the bridge of the nose of Yaki Lopez. A cut open back in round 3 by the champion. And there seems to be no further damage to the slight cut at the corner of his right eyebrow, Muhammad's eyebrow. Less than a minute to go here in round 4.
It's a great pace for a light heavyweight fight there, Tim.
Tremendous pace. There's Lopez jabbing again.
Well, we said he's back to moving and jabbing. He's a
Good
big right hand.
Muhammad did not appear to be hurt by that, but it was a good shot from Lopez. And a left hook landed from Lopez, the challenger. Less than 30 seconds, round 4. Variety in Lopez's attack.
He's fighting a beautiful fight so far, Tim. Beautiful fight.
He's been over and under, going to the body, coming up to the head, mixing up his attack. Final seconds, round 4. Here's some action now from round number 4 as we await the 5th round, and Lopez and the champion Muhammad in white really going at it. A good round on our cards for Lopez and varying his attack effectively. This is round 5.
Lopez said he was going to work that jab overtime. At the end of the last round, he threw 5 consecutive jabs and they all landed like a piston. They were pumping out there.
You're listening.
Now he's back to moving side to side again.
Tim Ryan and Dick Stockton, ringside, live on the Sports Spectacular, the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship. 5th round action. The referee is Valdemar Schmidt from Puerto Rico. Little white substance between the eyes of Lopez where they've had to stanch the bleeding. A slight cut. There appears to be no blood coming from the very slight cut suffered by Muhammad in round 2.
Solomon is saying, slide with him, slide with him. He wants him to keep Lopez in front of him. This little bit of movement on Lopez's part is bothering Muhammad.
Pace has slowed finally a little bit here in the 5th round. They were really going at it for 4 consecutive rounds. Big guys at 175 pounds. Good jabs by Lopez again. This is a rematch. Muhammad and Matthew Franklin stopped Lopez in the 11th round the last time they met.
That cut has been reopened between Yaki Lopez's eyes, Tim.
Real good shot to the kidneys and another right hand in the body.
Muhammad is so strong, Tim. He's a physically strong, very, very physically strong. That's
Lopez working hard. Muhammad was more off balance. Some of the crowd here thought that he'd been knocked back, but he was backed up by the jabbing of Lopez and momentarily lost his balance. No damage done.
Now Lopez is coming forward, Tim.
Yes, he is. Banging to the body. And a good right hand to the chin. Muhammad kind of resting on the ropes. That gives Lopez plenty of opportunity to score. Under a minute to go, round 5. A smiling Muhammad taunting Lopez. And meanwhile, Yaki piling up the points.
That's correct.
Now Muhammad comes to the attack and scored with a good left hook. Well, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, this is what Muhammad was doing in this round. He said he shouldn't be doing, kind of standing there and taking those punches. I'm not sure we had your mic open, Eddie, but we'll come back to you. 5th round. Champion now on the attack, but Lopez fighting well out of the corner. Final seconds of the 5th round. Lopez scoring to the body.
14. The Daytona 500. Eric Heiden in Holland. The Lakers NBA Championship. The Islanders Stanley Cup. The 1980 Masters. The 1980 Belmont Stakes. You saw it all on CBS Sports.
You were looking at the challenger, Yaki Lopez on the left, the champion, Matthew Saad Muhammad now circling to the left of the ring. Round number 6. It's been a real good action fight through the first 5 rounds. Gil Clancy and I have Yaki Lopez ahead on our cards. Scoring by the referee, Valdemar Schmidt, and 2 judges from New Jersey, Frank Brunette and Paul Cavalier.
Tim, on that action inside last round, Muhammad naturally is the stronger of the two, but Yaki Lopez is throwing his punches more precise, more correct, and he got the better of that last exchange inside at the end of that last round, and now he's back with that jab again.
You mentioned we have Eddie Mustafa Muhammad with us, a WBA champion who will be on the Sports Spec next week defending against Jerry Martin. The mic wasn't open last round, so let's go back to that same question. Eddie, you said that what Muhammad shouldn't do was stand there and take the punishment, and he did it again in round 5, but he's on the attack now.
That's what he should be doing, relying mainly on his jab to work inside because he's the stronger of the two.
A good exchange going right here between Lopez and Muhammad. Equal scoring, and they're just going toe-to-toe.
And he's throwing his punches with pinpoint accuracy, Tim. Muhammad's going to have to land the big one.
Don't forget, we're going to a station break at the end of this round. Round number 6 we're in, and it's been an action fight from the start.
Tim, I don't know whether it was the body punches or what, but Muhammad's mouth is open. That's an indication that he's a little tired.
That's the first time he's tried to literally tie him up.
He's a little tired right now, but he's a well-conditioned athlete. He'll get his second win.
Under a minute to go.
He's looking for it now, though.
Under a minute left in round 6. Well, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, we wish you best of luck next week here in the Sports Spectacular. Thanks for dropping by with your comments. Perhaps we'll get a chance to chat to you near the end of this fight. 6th round action. It's been a dandy. Lopez fighting with a special fury in this 4th bid for the title.
Fighting a smart fight. He's changing, using a jab, going back to the body, going back up to the head. He's doing it all right now.
20 seconds remaining in the 6th round. Today, CBS Sports Spectacular will continue after this word from your local station. Matthew Saad Muhammad in white has got his hands full with the challenger, Yaki Lopez.
Tim, at the end of that last round, Muhammad was in a little trouble. He got hit with a lot of good punches. Now I noticed that they put a lot of heavy Vaseline over Yaki's both eyes, hoping that he doesn't bust up.
Well, he has a slight cut between the eyes. Muhammad had a slight cut at the corner of the right eyebrow way back in round 2 that has not had any further damage done to it.
Sam Solomon is screaming at Muhammad, get off, get off, get off. He's already said it 20 times this round. Here he just said it again.
Lopez has been magnificent through the first 6 rounds. On our cards, we have him comfortably ahead in this fight, but of course, that doesn't mean a thing the way everybody sees boxing so subjectively. But it would certainly appear that by any objective standard, he is leading this fight. Sam Solomon exhorting his man from the corner, the veteran trainer, Sonny Liston, among others.
He's telling Muhammad not to let Yaki rest, but it's Muhammad that's tired.
You're right, his mouth has been open since the middle of round number 6.